Now joining us, CPKC Women's Open Tournament Director Ryan Paul for much more on the CPKC Women's Open. Ryan, welcome back to Golf Talk Canada.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for having me again.
Good to have you back, my friend. Hey, so final preparations. We're just around the corner from tournament time. What's your excitement level right now?
Yeah, it's really ramping up, and we got all our trailers and trucks and everything coming in. The golf course looks fantastic. We've had a lot of praise from the membership just on how this course has transformed, getting ready for the CPKC Women's Open. A lot of lost golf balls as the rough continues to grow, but there is a lot of excitement, and for the build that we have out on the golf course, it's certainly great for them to see everything popping up daily.
Well, the last time we spoke about prep for the tournament was a few months ago, and I believe there was still snow on the ground. So tell our audience what the build out really is like for the CPKC Women's Open.
Yeah, well, this was my first trip here earlier in June, which is the first time out without snow. So now seeing it all come together has been great. But we have 95,000 square feet of infrastructure and build and hospitality space in that. So seeing that all come around, especially on the final holes and around the clubhouse, has been quite spectacular and just looks unreal.
Now, I saw you walking around at the RBC Canadian Open at Hamilton earlier in May and June. What did you learn from that, being around that atmosphere, that maybe you could apply to the CPKC?
Well, the first thing is always and the rink just continues to grow and grow. And bringing it to the CPKC Women's Open we did in 2022 in Ottawa was great, and really some energy behind that. And that's just continued to grow. And really, I'm excited to see what it's going to be like in Calgary, because that's all we've heard about is the excitement around the rink. So 17 once again for us, and really being right in the core of the golf course, just the way that the course is routed. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be noisy. Megan Kang spoke about it last month at Media Day, that you can hear the rink from all over the golf course, and now that it's right in the center, it's just gonna be something special.
Well, the rink's been synonymous for both tournaments now, which is so awesome. You mentioned Megan Kang. She is the defending champion. How about the rest of the field? There's quite the star-studded field for the tournament, isn't there?
Yeah, and we're looking at 80 of the top 100 players on the Race to the CME Globe standings that are going to be teeing it up in Calgary next week. Brooke Henderson obviously leads that charge and is a fan favorite, but lots of great players that are in that field. I think we have 26 or 27 countries that are being represented. Lydia Ko obviously on Hall of Fame watch. That if she can get it done and enter the LPGA Hall of Fame, that would also give her fourth win for the CPKC Women's Open, being the most at all time. And how special would that be too, with it being our 50th playing and all the celebrations we've got with some of our past events, looking back and looking forward to the future.
Well, the way Weeksy always describes it as Brookapalooza, in terms of people wanting to go out and try to follow Brooke. You've been at these events, obviously. How would you describe what it's like seeing the galleries around Brooke Henderson in particular?
Yeah, it's I mean, she's a needle mover, and it's just as simple as that. And we look at our site plans and how we work the golf course, and there's two plans. There's the LPGA CPKC Women's Open plan, and then there's the Brooke Henderson plan, and how you get those galleries moving around the course, following her, navigating through her round, what it looks like after the round, signing autographs. And really, she's amazing. That she it seems like she spends more time signing autographs and interacting with fans and kids than she does actually playing the round. So she's such a special player, and just means so much for this event. And when we say needle mover, we truly mean it, that she is that.
Well, she's the best all-time Canada's ever seen on a professional level, and she continues to impress each and every week. Can't wait to see Brooke Henderson in action. But for you, the CPKC Women's Open has been the LPGA Tournament of the Year 2 straight years, which is a great accomplishment in itself. What are you guys doing this time around to try to make it the three-peat?
Yeah, we got a lot more fun things planned, and really with Audi, we're doing our Precision Award, which is going to give a $20,000 prize to the player with the best greens in regulation for the event. And I think we're really proud of that one, and how that's going to transpire. And this golf course is it looks like it's in front of you, but it's a tricky one. And Kelly Tan, one of the LPGA players, was playing here last week and said these are the narrowest fairways that they're going to see on the LPGA Tour this year. So it's going to be tough to get those greens in regulation. You got to be precise off the tee and in your approach. So We've got that. We've got tons of fans activities in our fairway that the keg sponsors. CPKC continues to do everything that they do with elaborate family zones and fan zones. We have public viewing structures on 8 holes at the golf course, just to give fans an extra level of excitement and see play come through.
Wow, that's so exciting. And you're mentioning everything that's going into this. There's so much work that's gone into this, but for any tournament of this magnitude to go on and have success, volunteers are absolutely critical. How many volunteers will be involved for this tournament?
Well, yeah, and 2 things that we're proud of with volunteers. One is the number. We have 1,300 volunteers that are signed up and ready to come see us next week and make this tournament uh, the national open that it is. But even more than that, what we're very proud of is that we hit that number back in March, and just to see how this community has gotten behind this event and wanted to support it. To reach that number, which is the highest we've ever had, and reach it in March was the earliest we've ever had, was something very special. So we're thankful for our volunteers as we are every year, and we're excited to see them come out next week.
That's fantastic. Well, hey, Ryan, I can tell the excitement in your voice. You are pumped. Canada should be pumped. The world should be pumped to see the best players in the LPGA Tour tee it up at the CPKC Women's Open. Ryan, good luck with the tournament and thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.